Welcome back to Puffs and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Quizquiz. We're of course going for Quizquiz Pro Quo. We're trying to get our capital over to Anjou, and that's it. We can't get the achievement anymore because we had to do some hacking of the game files to stop a never-ending event chain. But we're still gonna just play as if we could. Speaking of moving our capital, I think Dave asked in the comments or mentioned that it would be hard to move my capital. I don't think it will be, at least not after I looked up the necessities in the wiki anymore. Moving from a non-colonial region to from a colonial to a non-colonial region is not very hard, except that all your colonial stuff will turn into a colonial nation or nations. So we're going to lose all this land and have a super rebellious subject. But we're going to get our achievement. And that's why we're here, right? The rest doesn't matter. All right, what's going on? We have Spanish Rio Grande growing next door. Little do those Spaniards know that when they're done building their 5 colonies there, assuming they're in the same colonial region, they'll have a colonial nation which we can just attack and eat. Just like we did to the... Cubans over here, which used to be Portuguese and now they're mine mostly. What else is going on? I think we really want to take Diptech, and we do, but we also don't want to do it while we have this institution penalty running. And I had high hopes that taking all this Portuguese land would help me with that. Unfortunately, there's something going on here with the autonomy. And I tried to Google it and I don't understand it. I think this place is known because it's still not a state. But this place... Oh, maybe it's fine now? Maybe reloading the game fixed things. We'll see after a monthly tick. We had this set to 50% last time, which was weird. So ideally, we get to stay at this place very, very soon once that core is in, which should be very, very soon. And then we can take, hopefully, have enough development in land with the institution that we can actually take the institution. It's gonna be a bit close. It's gonna be a bit close. We currently have 4.7% of our development. We need 10. But this includes autonomy, which makes things mathematically complicated. We'll see. Thing is, I don't think it will ever spread over here unless we take this province from the Brits, which is not going to be easy. Or we maybe colonize the Bahamas, but that's going to take some time to do. And that's time I don't really have. I'm looking to declare war on... Well, I was looking to declare war on the Bretons, but they keep being defended by the Brits, which is unfortunate. My new plan is kind of to declare war on the French themselves. And use our claims on them. They have a bunch of friends, unfortunately. Savoyland is not the biggest of friends, but a bunch of friends. And we're gonna have to land our troops piecemeal. Probably have to invest a lot of money into a giant navy. It's gonna be over force limit, probably. I'm thinking a bunch of heavies to beat up the French fleet, and a bunch of transports so we can actually land chunks of troops and not get picked off piecemeal. Which might happen otherwise. East Cuba, I want you to be a state. There's not a lot of development here, which is unfortunate. I also really don't like being all that overly this governing cap. It's painful. 4% extra core creation cost. 5% is just a lot. The rest is, you know, but that's a lot. Now let's see what this does once it figures out its actual autonomy. Well, it already did, didn't it? That's not a good sign. Only at 5% of our development here. Woof. Now it will spread into Havana and a bit later Guane. guess I might be able to do some development. But these are pretty big numbers after all. What do we need? What are we looking at? We are roughly, ignoring autonomy-ish. We need 75 development after autonomy to have 10%. Right? And we currently have half of that, so we have 35, 30, let's say 37. So we need another 37 development with the institution, assuming you have 0 autonomy. This is another 17, so we need another 20. I don't know where to steal those. I mean, I suppose from the English West Indies. Now that I think about it, assuming you have it. At least it should be spreading here. You have it. Well then. It's another, yeah, that's a bunch of development. That will be enough. Oh no, I'm spending so much on my governing capacity. We're way over governing capacity. It's so sad. Well, yes. But also I want more. Well, in some ways, it's actually going to help our governing capacity to become bigger. So I believe we're pretty close to becoming an empire. Okay, close. And that will give us extra governing capacity. That'll just be fine. I think we can just deal with the problem if necessary. Now, what kind of fleet are we talking about? 10 boats. I wish it told you here what kind of it's great that it's in that screen these days, but especially for navies, it would be very helpful to actually see kind of, yeah, they have nothing. 4 lights and more transports. Where is... That's my trade navy. Gonna have to answer. Nah, I'll answer this after the recording. It's fine. It's 9 in the evening. I don't have to respond to work stuff immediately, do I? Where is my... I do have a navy, right? Or do I just have the one? I think I just have the one heavy, which is still gonna be enough if it's combined with my trade fleet here. Let's get you home. Well, home. Home to Cuba. I have an institution to steal. There you go. I'm gonna give you a monthly tick to prepare you up, and for those folks to maybe actually go ahead and get their morale back. What were we gonna do for ideas? I think it might have to be defensive. Really not a big fan of defensive ideas. We get a cool thing, morale of navies, which might actually be useful for once. And then nothing with expansion. It's pretty bad. The reason I think we might need it is the 15% morale. We're talking about fighting the French. The French have Elan for 20% extra morale, and I believe they are fully defensive too, right? No, they're not. So we could somewhat counter their national 20%. With our, I just read 15% discipline, that would have been huge. With our 15% from defensiveness ideas. I think the rest is just so bad. It's not even naval stuff, it's just bad. The other option I think is quality, because the naval stuff is actually going to be somewhat useful. Then our morale is going to be garbage, but we're going to be pretty punchy. Maybe that's good enough. Things with quality, I really want to finish the idea group. While with defensive, I just need 2. And then we can focus back on tech, which we still need, right? It's probably better. It super depends on how much time we have. But I think we're better off taking defensive ideas. It saddens me. It saddens me a lot. But if we do, I want to take it now so we get that extra army tradition. Woot woot. I had a reason to look at this too, but I completely forgot why. I wanted to spend mil on something. Right, I want to buy a general. I think I still do. When I run a second general here. Even if they're terrible. America spoke of no, I said. I never listen. Okay, let's get this repaired. And let's get in there. I think we have a bit of a coalition issue if I'm not utterly off. I think some people were very close. Words will be difficult. I don't want France in that coalition, which might be a problem for my plan of taking a bunch of land here. What can a man do? Get you folks to work. Grab a base, something in Chukalissa. Taxes? I hear taxes are a good thing. Everybody loves taxes, right? It's my cap, not quite there yet, so that's okay. My boats are ready, my boats are ready. Let's declare, let's take... Oh, I only have the one claim. Am I spying on you? I am, and I have room for another claim. So I'm probably going to make one on Barney. Can I? I cannot, right? No. Not quite. So I guess it's this. And then you come home. And then I do declare. And crunch and crunch. This should be trivial. Trivial. Get them popped. Let's have a look at how they're fighting. I feel like fighting these Europeans is kind of rough. But it's probably just compared to fighting those natives before. Yeah, we're very, very same. On pretty much everything. What? That's a sound I didn't want to hear. Portugal just declared war. And they brought the Great Brits. Oh, happy day. Now, one of the issues with fighting the Great Brits here is that they can stomp my navy and all my troops are on Cuba. Even if I wasn't on Cuba, I would have a bit of an issue here. But I am. Reconquest of Tortuga. And it makes sense. Might not like it, but it makes sense. Now, can I do anything here? It's Portugal who declared. It's not very helpful. I mean, if we do well in that war, we can take some European land. Nah, it's not gonna. This is gonna be... It's gonna be a thing. I might have wanted to find some friends. So look at that coalition forming too. Yikes. Don't like it. Now, ideally that coalition does not, in fact, fire. But with the numbers we're looking at here, that's a bit of a pipe dream, isn't it? How am I looking sailor-wise? I'm doing alright. I think I'll buy some... I don't want to buy these heavies, though, before I have the... Do I just bite the bitter apple, or whatever you say? And take this with 20% tech penalty? I think I do. Now, it sucks, but it's gonna enable me to build a bunch of boats. There's a thing where I can draft some boats, isn't there? Isn't there? Maybe not. I'm blind. I thought there was one here where I could... But maybe that's from the old merchants. Not that I necessarily wanted to do it, but... Might have been nice. I'm just going to spend a bunch... They're actually not that expensive. I'm going to spend a bunch of money in sailors here. And have a look at a decent fleet. Now this might be overly decent. What does my force limit say about its power level? Yeah, it's fine actually. My money is fine too, as long as my sailors hold. Oh, these 715 days builds though, maybe, oh, most of these are, never mind. Never mind, they all take forever. Okay. Well, let's start building a fleet, which I should probably have done earlier. There you go. Rip sailors. The hope here is kind of that the Brits are not going to send all their stuff. The hope is also that they don't I need to turn off work chat when I'm recording. What's my hope? My hope is, yeah, something not attacking me all at once, keeping their boats at home, stuff like that. Why do I not run a thing? You there. Did I bring more cannons somewhere? I did. Get them on that siege. And I'll try to quickly island hop my way over to Puerto Rico. So we can maybe quickly end this. Barbados, it's risky. Puerto Rico's already risky. I do think we get a ticking war score here for defending Tortuga. The question then becomes is whether we... Well, the question then becomes where we want our troops at. And I don't have an answer to that question. Well, that's a lot of Portuguese. You bring any decent boats? You didn't really. Bunch of transports, bunch of lights. Oh, but no, you didn't you? Oh no, you didn't. That's a bunch of transports. Okay, let's hope that we can handle this for now. But this means that I can't currently leave with my transports. Don't like the morale hits we're taking here. We started with a lot lower morale and they're outflanking us quite a bit. I would bring my transports, but they're kind of stuck there. This might be rough, folks. This might be rough. Renaissance. Oh wow, we're just getting murdered here. Good rolls are all around. I have that heavy. They have just transports. How am I dying so hard? Must just be the flanking then. Right? That's... what are you bringing here? More small boats, which is not that scary, but I'm already in a bad place here. Now we lost the boat and you got the support. I think I run, don't I? Oh, I don't. Oh, that's not my land. Where do I run, though? We have a stolen shipyard somewhere. It's probably a no. But ideally you build a shipyard for me somewhere. No. Let's take the short route. I lost a trade boat. I killed nothing. Can't believe with my heavy in there, we did so badly. And now they're just gonna land on Cuba. And probably take Tortuga. No, they won't, because that's not on Cuba. So I guess that's good. This is fine. This is not going to be the most fun war I've ever fought. At this point, I'm not thinking that's the worst one, but I don't like how hard those Portuguese beat me up before. Yeah, I know an enemy invasion is imminent. I really should have invested in a bigger fleet earlier, but I didn't think that this would happen. Oh, here come the Brits. Not the scariest navy yet, but we're still talking 3 heavies, which I can't deal with right now. Certainly not when they probably also have wooden wall going on. Or whatever the... What's the British special naval doctrine they have? Is it wooden wall? It might be. They have one that makes their boats very, very hard to beat. Especially later in the game. Yeah, this... The fact that I can't answer that because all my troops are over here. I even shipped some over here, I think, didn't I? I mean, I did. For when the war started. And I was just that tiny bit too slow in shipping out properly. Where are you going, though? Turks and Calicos, I don't like that. There might be a chance here for hopping out with a 10 sec when if and when their boats are in a specific position. But right now that chance is not a thing. Whew. Down goes Barney, so we have those West Indies beat. So let's end this war at least. Ideally in such a way that we're not coalitioned by France. Me oh my. I need to end this, right? I can't stay in this war as well. Well, what does it do? It doesn't hurt all that much, honestly, to be in this war. It's their navy. It's slightly annoying, but they're gonna hide somewhere and probably not bother me too much. I'm gonna try to stay in the war because this is bad. Oh, hello, landing Brits. Listen, folks, I need you in the south. We need battles won. We need battles won stat. I don't want to recruit more troops. How's my force limit looking? Oh, it's very good. We have manpower, we have some money. Not tons, but some. Let's go ahead and recruit a mainland army, I think. Sure. Could consider hiring folks on Quiz. Ooh. What about mercenaries? We have relatively high amounts of professionalism. So I'm probably gonna have to take the hit. Oh, we don't have remotely enough ducats to buy mercenaries. Could take a loan. Could take a loan. 2 loans. Kind of tempted, honestly. What about that merchant loan? Is that any good? There's a thing I can do here, right? To take like 5 loans or something. Take 5 5-year loans at 1% interest. We lose a mercantilism, we gain some... That's actually fine, probably. I think this is fine. It's going to be a lot of money. Which actually fulfills our mission to have a lot of money. Wherever it is. That is build a treasury. Sure. And I think I'll buy a stack of mercenaries on Cuba. It's a bit annoying to do. For multiple reasons. The main one being that the mercenaries... Well, no, it's just multiple reasons. I don't think that's the main one. The mercenaries are going to be on Cuba, which is good to beat these Portuguese up. But it's bad because I won't be able to get them off Cuba for quite a while. Not at their size. Now, they're also going to cost me money over time. I think I'm going to go with a free company, even though it's not the greatest. I'm going to do it. I'm not sure it's the right play. Or with 20 Brits landing, it almost certainly is the right play. Now, can I annoy these Brits enough that they maybe don't land? No, that's 3 heavies. I can't possibly do anything about that. What I would like is a war declaration of the French on the Brits. But I think they still have a truce. Peace! I wish! I do wish I had peace. I agree. Would be very nice. Let's give you my best leader, which is not saying a lot. Do I hire another leader? I do, I think. Oh, it's the best combat leader I have. But it's so bad. Gee. Beat up some Brits. Now all we need to do is white peace this war. But the thing is, white piecing a coalition war isn't trivial. There's a giant modifier to acceptance for coalition wars. Oh, you're running somewhere, alright. Is there another British place up here? No. Now we learned that they can be running pretty much everywhere. But I kind of want to beat them to death. If I'm allowed to. I sure hope I am allowed to. Just wish I had a better general. Maybe I should have bought a better stack of mercenaries with a better general. It's would have likely been a good play. Oh, you're just leaving again. That's very good for me. Another mission done. What is it? Does it help me beat people? Assemble an army. I guess we have over 80,000 troops. Yeah, I'll take that. I guess I take drive of the Europeans too for the manpower recovery, military power here. I'm probably not gonna sunset invade. Not just yet. Definitely not before I find my find some decent boats. Okay, I think this is enough to try and threaten these Portuguese here. Here comes another army. A nice side effect of building this army might be that the coalition might feel unhappy about being. Therefore stop. Okay, Foreign may disembark troops, but we don't know that they're trying to yet. Down goes the Portuguese scum. Good. Now that Portuguese scum could also go down. I would be quite happy about it. Reconquest of Tortuga. How dare they? Am I at war with you? I am. Well then. Let's get that war score. Ooh, I might also try and pop over somewhere. I don't know that I should. Good question, me. Who are you? You are the 2 siege guy. I have a chance here in opening, potentially to move my troops a bit, but I don't know where I want them. Because now I have some on Cuba, I have some on Jamaica. And no, it's not Jamaica. Is it? What's this island? Is that Jamaica? No, it's Dominica. Jamaica's just a singular island. This one, right? Yeah. So I have troops on Dominique. Ooh, maybe I should have waited for that morale. I should have waited for that morale. Flanking is not gonna help me. Oh, it is. Whew. May be able to chase these to their death here. But having extra morale there might have been nice. Now I could pop out with the Navy to try and blockade this. It is... No, it's too risky. We don't have a port in this province. If I take Yakimo, I do though. And then I might want to be able to... I want to be risking it. So my thinking is I want to blockade, but I don't want to get hit. If we had a province in the same sea zone to retreat to, then we would probably be fine. As long as we pay attention, which I probably wouldn't. These transports, they're loading troops. Oh, they have loaded troops. They want this battle. We're going to try again. Let's buy an admiral. See what we can do. It's probably wrong. Oh, we're not even getting them. Did say we would, but I have been lied to before. I'm not going to risk following them there. I'm just going to go back into port. We might want to upgrade our fleet. How much would it be to upgrade y'all? It's a thing you can do, right? Used to be a thing you can do. Pretty sure it's a thing I can do. Upgrade ships. Oh, it needs to be a port owned by me, not just controlled. 280 ducats, not the end of the world. Just need to get to a port of my own. Where did those Brits go, though? I mean, I don't mind them swimming home. But that's what they're doing. Ah, that 99% war taunting me. Now this war score... Isn't there... There's taking war score from not losing Tortuga, yeah. Which is probably my main hope in this battle, or in this war. It does help to stack wipe the Portuguese. Speaking of stack wiping the Portuguese, here's more Portuguese without a general. Not that I have a good one. If I can get to Moron before you can, 16th of February, maybe. Oh, or the Brits here. We're coming with a general. They're coming to Guantanamo, which might be a lot easier to... Yeah, I'm gonna try to have them lock in on there and then beat them in Guantanamo. Oh, do I want to pop out? Where are those? You're going to the Turks and Calicos, which would allow you to help. You're not the scariest navy, but there's 3 British big boys somewhere. They're not here, though. So this is a bit of a double thing, which might not be the smartest. I don't know if they can even move or lock in while I'm fighting them there. So it might not at all have been the smartest move. Yeah, and we have no chance here. Not with our outdated boats. And our lack of morale. I'm just gonna have to run when we can here. Yeah, let's just run to that place. Didn't lose a boat. A boot? Didn't lose a boot. Why would we lose a boot? Let's just hope that these boots here can do a bit more. Did I bid the wrong boat? I did, didn't I? I should have been... They looked surprisingly cheap. I will admit I looked at the price and they looked cheap. And then I still just didn't check that this is what I should be doing. But didn't I see the 700 days building time? Oh, up here I'm building the right ones. It's just the first batch that I built that was not. Okay, that's not that bad then. It's still bad, but not as bad. I'm gonna build a few more of these. Yeah, it's gonna take me way over my force limit, my naval one. But I assume part of that is gonna solve itself in a moment. And generally naval force limit tends to not be... Why can I not select any boats? There we go. It tends to not be the biggest drain on the coffers. Try to get these together. And I know I need to put a cut in here, but I really want to see whether I can take this battle. I know I just missed out on sieging back Bayamo, but I think that's fine if it allows me to get the... Yeah, we should get the crossing bonus here. But them not having a general there. And ideally, that hurts them a lot. We need them to be in pain. So let's have a look at that battle and then finally put that cut in here. That battle looked good. Killed 3, 4, a bit more than 4,000 at the cost of 1 and a bit. Now there's a Portuguese threat coming in. And I might not be able to beat them in any way, shape or form. But that's for future me. It's a problem for future me. I have no time left in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like seeing this, and why wouldn't you, then please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, then that comment section isn't too far away. Thank you for watching, and see you folks next time.